Good morning, fellow viewer. Today I am going into Wellington on the train. So that's walking the wrong way. I need to be going into Wellington. So in today's episode, it's a surprise where I'm going. It's somewhere special where I am going, and I am going to somewhere special. So you'll just have to wait and see. And here it is, the train that I'm just about to get on. Choo choo! And here is Wellington. And we also had a whole bunch of putakawa trees blocking the view. So as you can see, it looks like a lovely day, but it's not as warm as it looks, but should be a good day. It's nice not seeing any cruise ships. That's one of the many perks of having had the Toyota Corolla, aka Crown Pathogen, and well, we're just about to pass, obviously we're on the wrong side to see, the old Kaiwharawhara train station. As you can see, the platform here perhaps. And across from us is the funny island, which was supposed to be part of Wellington's reclamation attempts, but since the sediment was just kind of dumped there, it was too soft to actually build anything on. And here we have, of course, the Wellington motorway, that old 60s something kind of construction that kind of just barged through the middle of the place. And I think that's enough of me being boring and listing things. And here we have diesel locomotives. Everyone's favourite things that, well, burn diesel and have an interesting sounding whistle. This sounds great. Toot toot! Toot toot, that's the one! Sort of, I can't actually remember exactly what it is. More like it. As we just have passed the turntable, Wellington. And we hear the little announcement on the speakers in these trains that gets very tiresome after a while, shall we say. We have everyone's favourite round circle thing of a stadium, and make of it what you will. It's generally called the Wellington, but it also resembles other things. And yeah, I believe the journey into Wellington is about to come to an end, and the surprise is one step closer, but still slightly far away. And here we have it, Wellington Station. And all you can really see is maybe a couple of clocks and station platforms, as well as some guys in high vis. And here you can see me, Gardner Gone Wild. See you soon. Here we have lots of commuters. And here is the Wellington Railway Station atrium. Everyone's favourite marvel of 1930s architecture. So recently we've done some earthquake strengthening works on it, and that is why there are these horrible little circles just ruining the effect really. Never used to have those horrible little circles. Other than that, there it is, and swarms of people moving by and out to Wellington. So, where are we going now on the surprise day? Through here, of course. And under this code by one of the deepest, most important questions of the universe. Why? Why? Did I say that right? Why? Lancewoods. In a space where you want them short and small. These things grow up and rather tall. Why? Where's this mystery going to lead? We're at a bus stop. One of my least favourite places in the universe. And least though, they tend to have a habit of leading you to some pretty cool places in the universe. And some pretty not cool places. So just going to have to stay in this form of bus-based purgatory until we are ready to catch a bus to our destination. And you might be wondering, what would someone like me be doing in Karori? You will find out very, very soon. Okay, we are currently looking at some putakawa trees. And through them is the surprise. A lump of concrete, if you can see that correctly. Now of course that's not so surprise. We're at Zealandia. I mean, let's face it, where else would we have been? I know, probably not much of a surprise for a channel like mine, but yeah. Guess we should go in and let the adventure begin. So today, as I said, the surprise was Zealandia. But the surprise wasn't quite as I anticipated, because well, I didn't realise it was free admission to the public day for you know, until, well, a week or so. You know, it's been going since the imprisoning people due to the not really imprisoning, due to the crown pathogen. But let's face it, there's so many people down there that's much easier to just stay up on the hill. There's still a fair few people. I mean, I met a few when heading up this hill, but yeah, it's actually a bit of a break from the incessant hordes of humans coming here to supposedly appreciate this place, but in reality cause mayhem and mischief. And yes, I saw a poor male paradise duck being harassed by someone's child. So any parents watching out here, I would say, well, make sure your children do not chase after poor defenseless birds. Okay? That's Gardner Gone Wild's parent advice snippet number 1. And I don't think I'll be having any more of these because, well, I'm more than happy for viewers of any demographic to be watching this channel, but that's not really my specialty, children advice. I mean, look at me. I'm not exactly a childcare person. I do appreciate the nice tall Pinus radiata trees and regenerating shrub? Nope, trees. Forest, that's the word. And down we go. My favourite part of the hill is the part that goes down. Well, we're not going down that way. We're going to continue along. And up. And back down again. And here we have the fence that separates the Tuatara area. Well, the Tuatara area is right here. And, well, there generally aren't Tuatara up at this point. They're generally down below. as in all the way down to below. All the way down to below. Anyway, so we're on Valley View track, and we're just going to continue along. Ooh, let's see. Oh, there's a kaka up on that pine tree up there. See if we can get a good zoom in. There we are. Probably having a little meal on whatever's up there. I mean, that pine's laden with cones, all those nutritious seeds. But more likely it's either having a bit of fun. Oh yes, it's taking off those pine needles. It's hard to see. Oh! It's doing a bit of pruning. Oh, amazing. Kaka. Nature's natural tree vandals. You know, footage is probably not the best on this camera. And down we go. Past the regular landslides. And down. And back up. Oops. I thought I saw something. Probably did see something. There's always something lurking around here. It's a joy of a place. Now here we have one of the more interesting plants you'll find at Zealandia. You might be wondering, I'm pointing my camera at some grass. You might think, what's the significance of this grass? Well, let's take some fabric. See, again, I'm covered with the stuff, yeah. And we get one of these seed heads. And then we just rub it on my clothing. And suddenly, I'm covered with seeds. And as you can imagine, that's what will be happening if you walk by with trousers by a clump of this. It's one of nature's more amazing seed dispersal techniques. And let's face it, that's just evolution for you. Yet again, natural selection will always find the best way. At least if that's what you believe in. That's what I believe in. Anyway, so as you can see, or you might have seen just in that previous one, I have got some new equipment, aka shoes. And these ones are a bit slower than I'm kind of used to, but we'll see how they go. I kind of need to get used to them a little bit, but I feel pretty good. It's just, you know me, I like to go the fastest pace possible. And take a bit of getting used to, mainly because I'm not used to my foot taking up so much space on the ground. Yeah, that just sounds so random. My foot taking up more space on the ground. So up we go. And yeah, so you can probably not see, the ground is quite moist. Oh, hello Kaka. Hello. Here's everyone's favourite big parrot. Hey, how are ya? Hey, hello. Hey. Oh, hey, you like pine cones? Where's good tasty seeds? Hey? Just listen to that. Just look how that kaka is just breaking open that pine cone. The pine cone hasn't opened up yet, so it still has all of those seeds contained inside. And let's get a bit of view. Hey? Hey, kaka friend. Hey. Hey, like all those tasty seeds? Evan's favourite, majestic, mystical parrot with an amazing singing voice, ability to fly, and a really sharp beak that is ideal for vandalising plants. Everyone loves a good kaka. Just look at the kaka, getting out the winged seeds, discarding the wing and eating the seed or pine nut within. Hey, kaka. Hey. You are beautiful. Oh, running away. Hey, you like your pine cone? Do you like your pine cone? Oh, you are pretty. Hey, you are pretty. No, you don't want me to see your pine cone. It's your pine cone, isn't it? Not my pine cone. Your pine cone. So see, when people try to say in New Zealand that Pinus radiata is not a good species to encourage native fauna, they are incorrect, aren't they, kaka? Yeah. Pine trees have a place a rich carpet of needles that are ideal for many insect and invertebrate species to eat and breed. They have big, tall branches that are ideal for, well, birds like kaka to go and roost up in and various other species, and they produce pine cones, which, as you can see, this kaka is having a jolly good time breaking open and eating those tasty seeds within. So it's really hard to believe that anyone can have a problem with Pinus radiata. Except, of course, when they plant huge chunks that is carbon farming, then cut them down, and then have a problem with all the branches flowing through streams and onto beaches. But that's not the Pinus problem, it's the people's problem. Hey, kaka. Hey. Oh, that must be one tasty pine cone. Hey, one tasty pine cone. Oops. Hey. It must be tasty. Gosh, aren't you a tame friend? Hey, aren't you a good friend to have? And this is why kaka are amazing. Because they eat pine cones. They also like to strip trees of bark and get down to rotten wood where there can be... Oh, there you go! Hey! You're eating that in the tree now! There you are! Wow! Kaka's still holding that pine cone. Yep. Whoops. Yep, just in the beak there. That kaka is still holding the same pine cone. And just breaking it open, letting the wings of the seeds drop and eating the seed within. So that was it. Pine cones are good food for kaka. Who would have thought? A parrot that eats pine cones. I mean, that could seriously be a title for this video. Kaka, the parrot that eats pine cones. Oh, hello, Fantail. Hello. Beep. Oh, here are all these birdies. Oh, is that a... Oh no, I can't see. It's a tui. Oh, hello, Fantail. Oh, where are you? Hey, Naringa-ringa? No. Hey. You teasing me? Hey, flitting off. Hey. Hey. Whee! Okay, see you, buddy. Okay, we have reached a crossroads, and I'm going to check what the time is. The marvels of Pinus radiata, a tree that grows so well in New Zealand that when it gets too big it falls over, and then it needs to be tidied up with a chainsaw, or at least only in these kind of places because there is a walking track. Otherwise you could just leave it. And let's face it, this wood will start rotting. It'll get all sorts of different grubs and other insects. And guess what? Kaka will have a meal. Because let's face it, kaka, they're great at what they do. So that's obviously, you know, where it was in the ground, yeah, you know, root ball and everything. And that's where it fell out from. So as you can see, it's quite new, this fresh, you know, undisturbed, you know, well, disturbed ground. And judging by her plant species, it's obviously fell down several months ago, judging by the inkweed and all of that growing up there. But yeah, it's just phenomenal seeing the way they just fall over, and in those little hollows, obviously they let, you know, new forest plants establish, and sometimes they form these lovely little yes, with hollows and all of that, that are great for ferns to develop in, because it provides a nice, moist, cool, dark environment for them to develop. Now, as you can see, the predominant coniferous species has changed. Yep, I'm not sure exactly what they are, because, well, in New Zealand, you know, we don't get, you know, I don't know, I just don't know much about conifers, because you definitely don't really see conifers in true wild places. They just kind of pop up, and sure, they are wild. If anything, they're more wild because they just pop up. But yeah, obviously we don't have any native true conifers. We have podocarps and other ancient gymnosperms, which obviously conifers are a gymnosperm, but you know, pines and conifers are more evolutionarily developed, and they have encased seeds. Obviously, you know, the pine cone, as the kaka was breaking open, those seeds are encased. That kaka had to break those seeds open. While, let's have a look. Oh, that goes towards the upper reservoir, of course it does. I would normally go fan-tailed track. In fact, it's probably not wise to go to the reservoir because there's so many people about. Actually, I'll leave that till later. Right, fan-tailed track it is. So where was I? Ditching the conifers. We obviously have our primitive podocarps, you know, like, you know, Rimu and Hikatea and all of that, and can't remember what cowrie is again. But obviously, it has those sort of scale-like seeds that are arranged in those sort of cones, and obviously not actually cones, they break apart, all the scales fall off and you're just left with a silly little stem in the middle. And yeah, we don't have any native pines like some of the common names for our podocarps, like for example Rimu was called by the settlers red pine because of its reddish bark and wood. Doesn't mean it's actually a pine though, it's just a conifer. I mean, no, it wasn't even a conifer. Yeah, it's podocarp. So anyway, we've left the tame wide paths and we're into these lovely more wild spaces. We have these beautiful trees above us, and yes, these are 2 deciduous trees. I'm not sure exactly what they are because it's kind of hard to tell, when you've only got a trunk to go by. But yeah, they look really dramatic, these deciduous trees, because most of New Zealand natives are evergreen. So really is quite dramatic when you see obviously deciduous trees in amongst them. And there are a few trees that are effectively deciduous. I mean, can't remember whether some of the native beeches are. No, I'm probably wrong about that. But also the tree fuchsia often loses its leaves. So often looks quite bare and barren, and then it looks quite dramatic with its red bark. It peels off in big long flakes. And so we wind up this coniferous path. We get to this cute little clearing. It really affords a good little view over the section of the valley. So where was I? Clearing. Through here, there's all sorts of trees popping up. And this clearing was created by a few of these coniferous trees, just yet again getting tall on these unstable slopes and just falling over in the wind or whatever. And obviously we've sort of got this valley here, so it's quite a nice contour, got all this light coming in from the north, and I've got these beautiful deciduous trees, which I'm not sure exactly what they are, but yet again, such an amazing contrast with all this evergreen vegetation around us. And as you can see, a lot of these coniferous trees are dying, and well, it makes me even more prone to falling over. So there's this big dead one here that has fallen into this clump, but could have easily fallen out, and probably will actually fall down in the future. So it's just amazing how some elements of the forest just change as they age and get older and all of that, and it creates a really distinct and unique thingamabobby. Anyway, and I'm kind of prattling on. Yeah, as you can see, we're obviously getting a bit higher up. Trees are getting smaller, and it's virtually all natives up here, including quite a lot of Myrcine australis, aka this one, but it's hard to see in the sunlight. And yeah, again, I can't remember any common names of that one, so you just have to find that out. But yeah, couldn't even see the blue skies through there. So so you can actually see sort of, I know we're not really supposed to, this isn't really much of a path here, but yeah, you've got this sort of other valley through there. Got this chillaxy seat, and oh, this is a pylon track. Now I remember. It takes a while to jog my memory. So yeah, I might do some journey planning and then be back with you. And this is the end of part 1 of my mysterious surprise journey. And well, I hope you enjoyed watching, and remember to keep watching and subscribing and liking as well if you're up to that too.